So here we are on the cancelled podcast, and we are interviewing the lovely, successful Love Island contestant and influencer, Leanne.
Woo!
That's the vibe. And we've got the cancelled producer assistant, Renee.
Hello.
So yeah, we're here today just to find out a bit more about you for the fans.
Okay.
So tell us, how old are you and where are you from?
I'm 26. I'm from London, from like East London.
The Heritage?
I'm Ghanaian.
Okay.
Fully Ghanaian. Yeah.
Okay, so take us back to, where did you grow up? Say from age 5 to 15, where was you? East London?
Yeah. Well, literally been in the same place like the whole time. So, always been there.
And you always wanted to be into entertainment? Was you singing? Was you dancing?
Do you know what? Yeah, because when I grew up, I used to do all theatre and stuff. Like, I used to do musical theatre, I used to sing and stuff.
I saw you in a new program now,
Yeah,
a new stage.
I'm in a theatre play called I Think I'm Actually My Girlfriend. This is the second run that we've done. But yeah, I used to do that stuff when I was younger. Like, I used to be so, like, sing and stuff and dance and stuff, but I don't really do that stuff now, and it's more just the acting that I do. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I never really like thought about, like, I always wanted to do acting. I never really wanted to get into like influencing. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just something that happened after, obviously, like Love Island and stuff. Yeah. So
take me back to Love Island. How did that come about? Did you just wake up one day and say, I'm going to go onto Love Island, I'm going to put the application in, or was
do you know
something
what?
you wanted to do?
It's kind of a long story. So, okay, so the reason I did Love Island is because I'd finished uni, and like, we all know like what can come from Love Island, you get? I didn't think, oh, like I need a man, like let me go on Love Island. It was more like I saw that it could potentially open doors and stuff. I don't know, like I just thought, why not? Like, I didn't know how else I would get to the places that I wanted to be without it, type of thing.
So you was already thinking at that stage, if I go on Love Island, it could open this door and I could get to do this and maybe...
Yeah, like, okay. I just wanted to open some doors for myself. Like, I grew up from, like, this is not even to be a sub story or anything, but I grew up from like struggle and I didn't know like what to do with myself. Like, I felt like I went to uni, but I felt like I still like didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I was going to get out of it. So I was like, let me just see what opportunities I can get, if any. But they got back to me, and then I didn't actually expect to get through. Got through, and then yeah, that's what happened basically.
So you got through. You was on Love Island.
Yeah.
You left whenever you left. How long was you there for?
3 weeks.
Okay, so you was there for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I've got to ask you.
What?
You picked Mike, right? Did you catch feelings in that 3 weeks?
No, I didn't. But like, not in a bad way. Just.
You was young.
Yeah,
living.
Yeah, like I didn't actually go in there expecting to do you know what I mean?
Afterwards, when you came out, did you continue seeing each other, or you didn't? It was just end up.
No, so wait, don't you know what happened?
I don't know what happened, no.
So basically what happened, oh god. I was like, okay, cool, I'm not feeling it anymore. Then I think we locked it off, and then he started coupling up with other people, and then he dumped me off the villa.
You wasn't seeing each other anymore, and
exactly.
He wants to stay with someone that he likes, obviously.
Exactly. So, and then he coupled up with other people.
How did that make you feel?
How did I feel? Do you know what? It was half and half. I was half relieved because that experience for me I found very stressful and overwhelming. Like, you got a certain perception of what the show's like, but when you get there, it was different, and I was not mentally ready for that. Like, I'll be so honest. So part of me was relieved that I was done. Not knowing the time, they wake you up when they want, like, we weren't sleeping. I can't deal with that. So I was just getting to the point where I was like, I'm actually exhausted. But then obviously half of me was like, oh, like, it was a good experience. So yeah, it was kind of 50-50. Yeah.
Speaking of which, how did you feel? And how did you think, how was you struggling mentally? During that time, or even after, due to that process that you went through without being prepared?
Yeah. Okay, I'll be honest, I really struggled a lot after, but I think the main reason is, I'll be honest, I had a lot of like issues, like traumas and stuff that I didn't realize.
Yes.
So when I went on the show, it made it worse, and coming off the show was 10,000 times worse. Like into the pandemic, it was like double the madness.
Yes.
Can't do anything. Like in my house after this whole situation.
Now you're dealing with double.
Now you're dealing with
mentally
both.
as well.
Exactly. So it was a lot. Like it was a lot.
How did you deal with that? Like obviously.
I didn't really. Like I was just there.
Okay.
It was just a drastic change, and as I said, I mentally wasn't even ready for the experience full stop, let alone like, the experience after. Like it was just a lot, and I don't know, I'm 26 now, so like when I look back at me at 22, I think like you were just a baby, like you didn't know anything, like do you know what I mean? So I think that was part of it as well, just the naivety and everything. Yeah, I can't like affected me bad, but when you just accept things and you like face it and accept what it really is, then you can get to a place of actually starting to like fix yourself.
Definitely.
Support system is so important. Like so having like a huge support system, like friends, family. My friends and like some of my family and stuff were really, really helpful. But yeah, it was long. But yeah, we got there in the end. Thank God.
So you're cool with it now. You just
Now,
figured it out.
yeah, because you just have to get on with it. Like you can't be stressing out about it forever. There's parts of it that I do find stressful. Like if I say something, it will be taken out of context, or people won't get the full context, and then people have their opinions.
Does that change? Does that affect what you say?
Yeah, I feel like I censor
before?
myself a lot. I try to censor myself a lot, and even when I censor myself a lot, I still say something wrong, and then like people will be. That's the only thing I don't like about like the think pieces that people think that they know you.
Yeah.
That is my biggest like pet peeve about it, because like unless you actually know me, you don't know me. Do you know what I mean? But apart from that, like honestly, everything else is.
It's all gravy.
Yeah.
Even as a woman, it's all equal. No challenges.
Well, I mean, it's not obviously equal. It's like, especially being a black woman, dark-skinned black woman, you're not gonna have the same opportunities as someone with blonde hair, blue eyes. Like, that is just is what it is.
Yeah.
But you know, and also you do have to work twice as hard. Like, this actually not a lie. Like, people think that it's a lie, but you actually do. Like, brands will try to pay you less, all this stuff. Like I've dealt with, but I'm grateful to have a platform.
Okay, so tell us about this theatre project that you are acting in.
It's called I Think I'm Actually My Girlfriend. They're showing in theatres in Greenwich in October sometime.
Okay.
And we've already done it once in May. It was like a big success, so they brought it back, and so we're doing that in October.
And you kept your job.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I love the theatre, and I love like that show is genuinely amazing. Like, guys, go get tickets. But I don't know. I find theatre so stressful. You know, I find it so stressful.
Well, it's the hardest part, isn't it?
I think it is. For the whole time you're running around and it's like so stressful. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited that they brought me back. Like, I'm actually really happy about it, because you know, I started acting. That's initially what I wanted to do.
Did you fluff any of your lines?
Yeah.
You did? Yeah.
No, I did.
Did you style it proper though?
I forgot some of my lines, but I didn't even realise I forgot the lines. It was until after I come off the station, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even say that bit. But no, we had 3 successful shows, like nothing mad. Like I wasn't like, or anything like that. It was just like a little, ooh, I forgot to say that. Let me just say the next line. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
So is that your first big theatre production? Or?
Well, yeah, so it's the biggest one I've done in like a few years, but back in the day I used to do it all the time. But when you haven't done something in a while, it's like, it's new in it, it's scary. And I feel like as I've gotten older, I'm so much more like self-conscious and like, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know.
Why is that? Is that because obviously self-explanatory because of the job, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
You have to analyse everything.
Exactly. I think social media does make that, like, you don't even realise that, this might sound dumb, but I didn't realise that how many people there were and how many people can have opinions and stuff. I was just living my life.
How do you deal with like trolls and things like that? Did you read? Did you delete? Did you block?
To be fair, I don't really read my notifications now. Like, I don't really read any. Like, I used to, but it got to the point where I was like, yeah, this ain't it. I'm just, so I just don't even bother. Like, I don't read it.
Good or bad?
You could get 90 good comments, but the one will put you in a bad mood.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like, I literally want to change that so much. But yeah, sometimes I'll peek and then I'll reply, but most of the time I just don't even check, because I'm like, I don't have the energy for this today.
How have you found dating since you've become famous?
I'm not famous.
You're famous.
I don't know. That's a touchy subject. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think regardless of if I had a platform or not, it would be hard, because I think as you get older, you know exactly what you want. So regardless, it would be like
100%.
hard. But I think obviously sometimes you don't really know what people's intentions are and
Yeah.
stuff. I guess that's the only plain thing. But
Does that affect how you date in terms of to eradicate that problem? Maybe date inside the industry rather than outside the industry.
not really. No. No. I don't.
You make that decision.
I don't really do that. I don't know. I just try and date people that I think is genuine. Which is hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because people put on an act. One thing about men, you guys can act. Like, I'm the most easiest person to impress. It's actually pathetic. Like, my friends are like, sis, like, you need to want more in for yourself. Like, I'm so easy to impress, but people think that it's not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cancelled. Are you looking forward to it?
I'm so excited. I want to know exactly what we're doing so I can get ready, but I'm so excited.
I can't tell you exactly what you're doing
Why?
because then you can get ready for it.
Exactly.
We don't want you to be ready for it. We want you to be surprised.
Okay.
But what we're not going to do, we're not going to give you anything that's going to be strenuous or going to.
No, I've been in the gym anyways,
Have you?
Yeah, I've been in the gym.
Smoky, okay, cool. You never know when you're going to need it. But yeah, it's just fun games, man. Just fun games, very dramatic. That's it, really. It's not going to be anything that's going to upset you unless you lose. And if you're a winner, you might be upset. But that aside, yeah, man, you give it in the next week. You'll meet everybody.
Yeah, I've met some of them already.
Yeah, who did you meet? You met Mally, right?
Yeah, Mally and Birdman.
Birdman, yes, Birdman.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful bird. But yeah, man, thank you for coming in today, man, giving us a little insight into your world and your life. And good luck. Oh, one last thing.
What? What's going on?
You're aware that Mike has signed and he's a contestant on this show.
Yes.
You ready for that?
Yeah, I mean, he's a contestant like everyone else knows.
Cool. That's what I want to hear. Let's go.